Hello everyone. Today we will be continuing our trip of Kangra Valley, and in this video I'll show you what all places we visited there. In the last two videos I showed you our trip of McLeodGanj and Triund trek, and if you still haven't seen that video, do check the description box for the link of that video or click the I button above to see the link of those videos. After coming back to our hotel from Triund Trek in the last video, we stayed there for the night, and the next morning we left from McLeodGanj to further explore Kangra Valley. We are now heading towards Sri Chamunda Devi Mandir, which is 25 kilometers from McLeodGanj. The main temple, that is Adi Himmani Chamunda, is very older than this. It is on the uphill and it is very difficult to reach there. That's why around 400 years ago this temple was built for the ease of the believers. According to the legend, it was around 400 years ago that a king and a priest prayed to Sri Chamunda Devi, asking her consent to shift the image to an accessible location. The legend suggests that the goddess appeared in the priest's dream and suggested him the exact location of where the idol would be found. This was told to the king, and his men recovered the ancient idol and placed it at the place where the temple has been built now. Banganga river is in the periphery of the temple. After visiting temple, we headed towards Palampur, which was 20 kilometers from here. The forests in Palampur Forest Division stretches from the bank of river Beas to the top and slopes of lofty ranges of Dhauladhar, which separates the Bharmor Forest Division. The upper areas of Palampur experience heavy snowfall and thereby providing plenty of opportunities for tourists to get themselves indulged in winter sports activities or stroll through tea gardens. After buying some tea from Palampur, we headed towards Baijnath, which was 20 kilometers from here. The main attraction of Bhajnath is ancient Bhajna temple, a temple of Lord Shiva. According to the legend, it is believed that during the Treta Yuga, Ravan, in order to have invincible powers, worshipped Lord Shiva in the Kailash. In the same process to please the Almighty, he offered his 10 heads in the Havan Kund, influenced by his extraordinary deed of Ravan. The Lord Shiva not only resorted his head but also bestowed him with powers of invincibility and immortality. On attaining his incomparable boon, Ravan also requested Lord Shiva to accompany him to Lanka. Shiva consented to the request of Ravan and he converted himself into Shivling. Then Lord Shiva asked him to carry the Shivling and warned him that he should not place the Shivling down on the ground on his way, as Shiva said, "Wherever you will keep me in this link form, I will rest there only." Ravan started moving towards Lanka and reached Baijnath. He was thirsty and saw Lord Ganesh disguised as shepherd and asked for water. On drinking water, Ravan felt the urge to answer nature's call and handed over the shivling to Ganesh and went away to get himself relieved. Lord Ganesh put the ling on the ground and thus the shivling got established there. And the same is in the form of Baijnath temple today. All three places, Chamunda, Palampur and Baijnath, lies in Dharamshala Manali highway, and Manali is just 160 kilometers from Baijnath. After visiting Baijnath, we headed towards Kangra town, which was 60 kilometers from here. There we went to Sri Varjeshwari Mata Mandir, also known as Kangra Devi Mandir, which is a Hindu temple dedicated to goddess Varjeshwari, a form of Durga. After having our lunch in Kangra itself, we headed towards Kangra Fort, which was in the outskirts of Kangra city. The Kangra Fort was built by the royal Rajput family of Kangra state in 4th century AD, which traces its origin to the ancient Triund kingdom mentioned in Mahabharata, and there is also one museum there. It was heavily damaged in an earthquake on 4th April 1905. This is the view from the top of Kangra Fort, overlooking Beas River. After Kangra Fort, we went to Jawala Ji, which was 35 kilometers from here, and we checked in at this hotel, which was HPDC property. Jawala Ji lies in Shimla Dharamshala road, and from here, Shimla is 185 kilometers away. After having some rest and freshening up, we went to famous Jawala Ji Temple, which was just at the walking distance from our hotel. The physical manifestation of Jawala Ji is always a set of eternal flames. Jawala Ji or Jwalamukhi is probably the most ancient temple besides Vaishno Devi. There is a natural cave where eternal flames continue to burn. Some say there are 9 flames for the 9 Durgas. After spending one night in Jawalaji, we left in morning for Baglamukhi Temple, which was 25 kilometers from here. Baglamukhi Temple is a Siddh Peeth, close to both Jawalaji and Chintpurni Devi Temple. The deity Baglamukhi is one of the 10 Mahadvidyas and believed to the destroyer of all evil. Yellow color is the most favorite color of goddess. That is why the temple painted in yellow color. The devotees do wear yellow attire and yellow dessert. Besan ke laddu are offered to the deity. People worship the deity to win the legal confrontations, to defeat their enemy, to prosper in business. From Baglamukhi, we went to Chintpurni Devi Temple in Chintpurni town, which was 35 kilometers from here. Chintpurni is a small town in Una district of Himachal Pradesh, about 40 kilometers from Una. Photography and videography were not allowed inside the temple. Devotees have been visiting this Shakti Peeth for centuries to pray at the lotus feet of Mata Shri Chinmastika Devi. They bring with them their worldly concerns and seek blessings from the Devi. After this, we headed towards Sri Anandpur Sahib in Punjab, which was 100 kilometers from here. The most important of the complex of shrines at Sri Anandpur Sahib is Gurdwara Sahib, which stands on the place where the Khalsa was born. It is regarded as one of the 5 sacred takhts or seat of Sikh religion. One can see Sri Naina Devi Ji Temple, which is clearly visible from here in Bilaspur district of Himachal Pradesh. After this, we headed towards Delhi, which was further 330 kilometers from here. Hope you liked the video. Do click on like button and click on subscribe button to see more videos like this. Thanks for your time.